Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Feeling Unstoppable podcast. I'm your host, like always, Cindy Montoya. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, welcome to the show. And if you're back for even more, without further ado, let's get into another episode. And I'm so excited because we're doing a Cindy with Friends series again. And here with me today, I have Nicolette Valenti.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing so good. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Awesome
I'm so excited. You're getting me back on track of
Let's go.
of my podcast. How was the traffic? She came all the way down from Boca Raton, which is about 2 hours.
At like an hour and a half. But
we'll give it 2.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it took me so long, but honestly, it's fine because I'm here in the moment and we made it safe.
Exactly.
There was a crazy driver on the road, but it's okay. I'm here.
So let's get started on how exactly we ran into each other, and then the little secret that we found out of some certain person that we know.
Yes. Okay, so I was on Instagram scrolling and I saw one of my old friends, Baby J. He's a rapper. Shout out. And I was like, no way. Like, you did this interview with Cindy. Like, let me, hit her up.
Mm-hmm.
But then we found out that Cindy actually knows an old family friend of mine, Erin. Shout out to Erin. Who's the producer, which is really cool. So it happens to be that it's just worked
it's a
out
small
really
world
well.
after all.
It's a very small world. And did I think Erin was going to be here? No, I didn't. So it's awesome.
But I thought like you knew him like just because you're like, oh yeah, we were talking. I was like, oh, she probably knows Erin is the producer, and then you're like, oh wait, what?
Oh, I know Erin way back in the day.
So I was like, no way. So let's get started into why we're here, how we met. We obviously, you hit me up through Instagram. Yeah. I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm super down. You told me that you know Bay J. Now we know Erin. I was like, we have to have her on. So the thing you do is TikTok.
Yes.
When was it for you that you decided to download TikTok? Because when I decided to download TikTok, it was after me and my 2 friends were like, I'm never going to download it. It's so stupid. And then I finally decided to download it. So when was it that like kind of breaking point for you or did you just get it straight away?
So it kind of happened the same with me, but it was for when COVID hit. Now, I never thought I would be on TikTok because I thought it was like a child app. Like it was not for, like adults like me. And then I was like, you know what, this could be the new and upcoming thing. So I downloaded TikTok when COVID hit. And the response that I got back was insane. Now I started doing something where I would like go on live stream and I would help people make friends, and I would be like, okay, well, who's interested in this, who's interested in that, and then I would get people together. And now I do something called hype live streams. So
yes. So I was gonna get into that. The first thing when I go into your TikTok, the first thing that I notice is the first sentence of your bio, which is world's best hype girl. So what is that about? For someone that has never seen your TikToks, has never been on your page, why do you consider yourself the world's best hype girl?
Because of my energy. I'm awesome. No, I'm kidding. But I really know how to uplift people by staying true to myself and holding my word. Now, if I'm going to hype somebody up, I genuinely mean what I say. So I just think that what I do is just, it's meant for me to do. I'm a very positive person and I wouldn't trade that.
Where does this energy and I don't want to say need, but this want to hype people up, where does that come from for you?
Yeah, so I've come a long way. If you would have seen me back in middle school or high school, you would never believe how far I've come. I was really shy. I was super bullied, super insecure. People would make fun of me for having a bigger chest, for being fat, for literally just things that I can't control. This is who I am. And I think back and I would never want somebody to feel the way that I did. So that is really why I do this. And just seeing the response, I mean, I make people so happy and I wouldn't trade that for anything.
How was it when was it you're like, I'm gonna hop on live and just start talking to random people I have no idea about?
So when I started TikTok, I didn't even think of doing live streams. I would just post random videos here and there, but I just thought, you know what, hey, let me think of something that's different, that's not negative, because the world is filled with so much hate, and I just didn't want to.
TikTok has its negative sides too sometimes.
Oh, it does. I'm happy to be on the good side of TikTok.
I am actually too, because people talk about it TikTok is super negative, and I'm like, really? All I get is the tarot card readers, some sports stuff, things about cars.
We're on the good vibes, the good side. But yeah, no, so I'm happy to be on the positive side of TikTok. And so I think, and I know we might get into this later, but TikTok reached out to me and they said, said, we really like what you do, we want to sign you.
Yes.
We want to be contracted with you because there's not a lot of people out there like you, and so for what I do, they really liked it. And yeah.
So besides TikTok, the people that you are hyping up,
Yeah.
What's the feedback like? What is that connection like with them? Because are these the same people that are like hopping back on your lives all the time and stuff?
I have a lot of loyal ones. They're my baddies. But there's also a lot of new people that come in nearly every day. I mean, I'm gaining so many new friends. I call them friends, family. They're not fans to me. I will never consider them fans. I mean, these people I get to know on a real level. And it's not even the people who, like, just subscribe to me. I just genuinely like to get to know all these people.
Right.
And I have thousands and thousands. And it's so cool getting to, you know, like, learn more about somebody who you've never seen. And be like, hey, like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? And so it's really nice to get to know these people.
Are they mainly U.S. or do you have some?
There's a lot of people international, and it's so cool.
From where?
Okay, we obviously have, like, Argentina is huge.
For real? On your page?
Like, yes, I'm like, what? Where else do we have? We have a lot of Canadians too. I mean, that's not like too far away.
But that's there.
And then we have,
it's not the US.
We have a lot of like people from England, and we got the British people. Oh, yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot of variety. So. Yeah.
What was it like after doing your first live? How was that for you? Like, when you're like, okay, guys, I'm gonna end the live now. Goodbye.
I was like, this was so nerve-wracking because, like, I haven't really been behind the camera a lot back, you know, when I first started. Like, I used to do covers and stuff with my vocal coach, and so I'd be behind the camera like that, but it was a whole different setting. So for me to be doing live streams, it was, like, a little bit nerve-wracking. I was like, at first, people didn't understand what I was doing, so there was some negativity, and I was like,
for real,
I'm such a positive person. Yeah. I don't like this. Ew. So it was negative at first.
So what was that for you? Like that kind of like FU moment to be like when people were being super negative about everything?
Well, yeah, I was just like, screw you. I know I'm making a difference on this app and nothing's going to change that. I'm a positive person and the world needs more of it. So that's why I keep doing it. Yeah, so I've been on this journey for like 2 years now, hyping people up, and I will not stop.
Have you made friends off of this?
Yes. Oh my gosh, the connections and like friendships that I've made, it's insane. I have at least like no lie, like 100 people who I talk to on the daily who have so much in common with me, who are also positive. So it's like TikTok has brought me so much love and new friends, and I hope to be traveling to meet them sooner or later because these are like my best friends now.
Yeah.
So it's like for someone who struggled making friends in person, because like I said, I was really bullied and stuff. So for me to like make friends online, and it's really nice.
It's crazy to hear those stories though, because I mean you hear them often too. It's like always the shy one, the one that's like people like just kind of like oversee or they talk bad about is the one that end up.
Don't mess with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's my thing. Like, don't be mean to people because you never know
what they're going through.
Exactly.
And nobody knew what I was going through, and I just had so much to give and so much love to put out there. And I felt like I was restricted for so long because I just thought I was such a bad person. Because these people would make fun of me and just bully me, and I'm like, why? What did I do? Like, I'm such a nice person, you know? It was really hard.
Probably fighting their own insecurities.
100%. And I learned that over time because I never knew like why, what was the reasoning. But when I got older, I realized that these people are just struggling themselves, and it's really sad to see, but that gives them no reason to go and hate somebody and make fun of them. I will never understand. Like, it hurts. Like, I feel bad for those people.
Of course, especially being on the side of where you're being hurt. Of course.
Yeah.
So we were talking. Talked a little bit about TikTok signing you. We talked a little bit before we started the podcast, but let's get into that so people get to know how to reach out to you, how to get to see you a little bit more on TikTok. So what is that? What is it about?
Yeah, so you can find me on TikTok, just Nicolette.Valenti with a little period in the middle. But yeah, so I got signed by TikTok, and they really liked what I do with the hype live streams. But if you want to find out what I do, you just got to join a live stream, see what I'm all about. So what I do is I have an extra phone. So I have my real phone recording me on my little tripod, ring light, and then I have my old phone here. And so I'll pick random people in the chat. But if there's somebody who subscribes to me, that's when they get prioritized. They get a personalized hype video from me on Instagram. And I do these little self-love care package giveaways. So I'll put together like a little bundle of like self-care items, little gift cards.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so I picked like about 10 people a month who subscribe to me, and we have over 400 subscribers now.
Jesus.
It's crazy. Yeah, so like what's it called? The response has been amazing, but that's what I do. And if I don't pick subscribers, then I'll pick people in the chat. And yeah, so that's like what I do on TikTok.
How was the feeling when you... It was an email that they sent you?
Yeah, it was an email, and I was
just like randomly one day.
Yeah, I was like, is this a scam? Like, I couldn't believe it. And then I showed my mom, and she's like, no, Nicolette, like that's literally like from a real person. Their ending of the email is like from TikTok.com.
TikTok in New York. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me do my research, like what's going on. But yeah, then I hopped on a Zoom call.
Are they asking for my IP address?
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh God, please, don't get hacked. It was real. Thank God. Yeah.
So you were talking about how you connect a lot with your not fans but your friends.
Yes.
What are the different things that you kind of connect with them? And I know one of them is music. So how does music play into your life, and how are you able to connect yourself with your friends?
Yeah, so I've been singing for a really long time, since I was like a little baby, but I just got into it like, let's say like professionally, because I was working with a vocal coach, and I don't have any original music out, but I was somebody who would post covers, and so music does play a huge part of my life. Singing, I play guitar. The ultimate dream for me is to be in a band. But for me to find people online who also love music like me, it's nice, because I feel like living in Boca Raton, nobody plays music. Nobody wants to be in a band.
Well, yeah, I mean, Boca's a very like old head type of neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not like the best part. Maybe I need to come down here to Miami.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's hard for me to find people. But I mean, just telling people on social media like that I do music, I found people, online, but in person, no, I can't find anybody.
Yeah, I did see your performance though.
Thank you.
It was your first performance, right?
Yes, it was insane. And for it to be at House of Blues in Orlando, like there was like, I forgot, like almost maybe like 6,000 people there.
How'd you get that?
So my friends are in a tribute band for Green Day, which is my favorite band. Shout out to Green Day. But they're in a tribute band, meaning they just cover their songs, but it's more like they're mimicking Green Day. Like, they're truly putting on a performance like Green Day would, the band. And so they hit me up and they're like, listen, we bring somebody on stage for this one song called Longview. And so they were like, Nicolette, you would be perfect. You're a huge Green Day fan. We know you have good energy. Even though we haven't seen you perform on stage, we know you'll do good. So I was like, let me do this. And I went on stage and I rocked it. I never thought I would have this side of me come out, but like, you just have to see the video for yourself, because
I saw it. I was like,
for anyone,
this girl's energy is coming out of this phone right now.
Yeah, so it's just like, and what I mentioned before, seeing how I was and how shy I was, like, I feel like the people who bullied me in high school would be like, that's not her.
What the fuck?
Yes, it is. That's me, bitch. That's me. Yeah.
How was it when you were performing? Did you like kind of like blank out, or you were just like doing your thing?
I was like really determined to like do good, because there was a lot of people. I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I took that mic, I snatched it right off the stand, and I owned the stage. Now, I mean, looking out in the crowd, I was just like, oh wait, there's like a lot of people here.
So I'm like not the only person here.
Yeah. Oh, this is crazy. But it was really hard because I couldn't hear myself, because I know some artists like they'll wear like in-ears
to protect their
and so like I couldn't hear. And it was just all the screaming, and the band was playing like right in front of me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard, and I was like, I think I'm butchering this performance. I can't hear how I'm sounding. But luckily, I did great. The vocals were fine. But yeah, no, it was such a cool experience. I can't wait to perform again. And
how much of an inspiration is Green Day for you? Because I was going through your Instagram earlier today just to like just take another like review of everything. But a majority of it was Green Day, Green Day, Green Day. So what is Green Day for you?
Yeah, so when I was young, I found Green Day when I was 6 years old. I was really young. I had a good childhood, but I just feel like I wasn't happy in life until I found Green Day. And I know it sounds really weird, but Green Day like genuinely saved my life.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do without that band. I don't want to get emotional, but when I found them at such a young age, like I heard their song on the radio. I think I heard Boulevard of Broken Dreams for the first time, which is like one of their most popular songs. And I was like, Mom, like, can you buy me their CD? Now, back in the day,
the CDs,
yeah, the little portable CD players where you plug it in and you
with
put the headphones on. Yeah,
I had those. Yeah,
I'm only 25, but I feel like I've been around for a really long time, because now it's like they don't have those anymore.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it's just like growing up with them and their music, I really feel like I resonated with them. And so when I turned probably like 16. No, I lied. I saw them for the first time when I was 9 years old. My parents took me at American Airlines Arena, previously called.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have really good seats. I was like, thank you, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to be down there. I want to be in the pit. So I was like,
and they have like mosh pits. So get into mosh pits.
Oh yeah, and I was like,
because it's like is it rock?
Yeah, so it's like rock, like alternative. Yeah, it's mainly like rock, like not classic rock, but like rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I wanted to be down in the pit. But then I only saw them when I was 9 years old, and then I didn't see them.
And a 9-year-old should not be in a pit.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely
sorry.
not. My mom's
so
like,
dangerous.
listen, you know, she told me, Nicolette, you will have your time. And oh boy, did I have my time. I've seen them live like probably like 20 times. Jesus. I've traveled everywhere for them, like at least 5 or 6 different states. I've met Billy Joe, the lead singer, twice, and I was in New York the first time I met him, and it was genuinely the best day of my life. Like, if you know me and you know, like, old Nicolette from middle school, I was also really bullied because, like, I had pictures of Green Day in my binders. You know how people would have, like, they would obsess over Justin Bieber, and I'm a Justin Bieber fan, but people would, you know, like, just really be a huge fan of Bieber, and they would have, like, little pictures everywhere. Well, that was me with Green Day, and people made fun of me.
I feel you. I had the U.S. soccer team on, like, the women's team, but that's
so funny. Yeah, so, like, at least you know, like, you know, you had, like, a really big love for something, but... Yeah, so I was really bullied for that. But I was like, listen, I finally met my idol. I waited, at the time it was 15 years. Now I'm going to be a fan for, I think, 19 years.
Jesus.
This happened a few years ago. But yeah, I've had a lot of experiences with them, and they've changed my life, really.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you see yourself musically having a career or doing something with it?
Oh, 100%. Like, the end goal for me is to truly be in a band, but it's really hard, like I said, to find people who like also want to be in a band with me. Like, why can't people just want to sing and play guitar with me? Like, I'm not asking for much.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, just being a content creator, doing what I do now, and incorporating it with music, I mean, that would be the dream. So I won't give up. So.
Exactly. And how many followers friends in?
Oh, friends, yes. I'm about to hit 200,000 friends.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I actually just blew up on TikTok like the past 2 days. Like, one of my videos has like 500,000 views.
Yeah, you were telling me about
crazy. You know, like for me, my videos usually just get like maybe like 1,000 to 10,000 views about. But
and it's not like you're doing like pointless things on TikTok. It's not like you're just, you get me, using like a really good sound. Like, you're actually doing stuff that is very positive and having a positive input onto social media, which sometimes can be a little bit dark depending on what side you're on. But I feel like when people are like, oh, so what, you're just getting views on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, but she's doing something.
I'm making
something positive.
Because I'm a positive queen.
Smile.
Yes, exactly. And like, if I can make at least one person smile a day, like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And to know that I make like thousands of people every day, I mean, like, the feeling is unreal. Like, it's such a beautiful feeling, and I encourage everybody to just compliment somebody, even if it's a stranger on the street, because, like, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, I know for me, if somebody came up to me and be like, wow, like, your makeup looks really pretty, or like, I really like your jeans, something, I would be so happy, you know. And people are always like, you put out so much love in the world, but you like never ask for anything in return. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't need anything. Like, this is so fulfilling, and I don't care. I just want to make other people happy. I make myself happy, but like, I don't care. I just love
got a lot of love to go.
Yes, I do.
Another thing I wanted to really get into with you today, your fitness journey. Yeah. I love the gym. I love the fitness world. So what really got you to get started? How was it? Just tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I've really struggled with my weight for a really long time. Like, I used to work with a personal trainer at LA Fitness. I used to try to eat clean and mix all that together, but like, nothing was really working, and I don't know why, but I think I finally realized why. I wasn't like fully determined.
Right.
I wasn't at a point where I really, really wanted it. Because, like, you know, in my head I'd be like, yeah, like, it would be nice to lose weight, but the motivation was not there.
Right.
So now I've lost 10 pounds, which is huge for me, coming from somebody.
Let's go.
I know. I'm like, 10 pounds less. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Where are my new jeans at?
Yeah. Oh girl, these are big. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But, you know, I still need to like go to the gym a little bit more. Like, your girl over here does not know how to work out really, but what works for me is the keto diet, and I know a lot of people say that's so bad for you because as soon as you get off of it, you're going to gain all the weight back. Well, I've been doing it for like almost 2 months now, and I've ate like crap before, and like, it's fine. Like, I'm fine. I haven't gained any weight back, but it's just clean eating and like at my job, I don't want to disclose where I work, but I do a lot of, you know, heavy lifting at my job.
Right.
And so like I see on my Apple Watch the cardio and
your movement ring is closed for the day.
Yes, it is. I'm like, oh good, that's my workout. But you know, I definitely could work out a little bit more at the gym, but what I'm doing is working, and I found something, so it's like really nice.
And what you were saying, like lack of motivation really does kill someone's fitness journey. But it's also really good to have support in the background too for your fitness journey. I know for me, when I was really starting off, I had like my sister, I had my best friend, and my family, so that was definitely something that like kind of like just pushed me in. And for me, at least, the gym is literally, I just go there and I don't think about anything. I have music blasting.
Zone out, everybody.
And I listen to different types of music throughout the day, throughout my gym days. Because some days I'm feeling like very heavy reggaeton, other days I'm like very straight, like drill, rap music.
Like
or then I go into like rock sometimes. So I'm like, I don't even know who's playing. I was just like, I need something to let loose to. And I'm like, sure, let's do it. I'm like, Metallica, okay. Don't ask me any of the name of the songs. I just hit the playlist and I'm like, cool, we're vibing.
We love some like heavy music. Like, gotta keep the energy going.
I'm just like, you know what? It's been a long freaking weekend. But it's great to hear about your fitness journey, and I hope you keep pushing because it is literally so much fun. No, it's not fun, but like the end result is really good.
Yes, it's been really nice. I mean, I'm like 2 months in and like 10 pounds, you know, it's nice because I've never lost weight before. I've never actually seen like physical body changes either. So I'm like,
and people are like, oh, it's just 10 pounds. 10 pounds or 10 pounds?
10
exactly. Pounds is 10 for 10
For the girl who can't lose weight for shit, like, oh, thank God, you know. So.
And I think, like you were saying, it's all mental too. It takes a lot more mentally than it does physically.
Yeah, truly. And I was in a really bad place before, like even before I started TikTok, when COVID like truly hit. I mean, it was really bad. Like I was really depressed. I didn't have a job for over a year, and so like that's when I was like, you know what, I need to start TikTok, and so I did, and like I'm blessed. My life changed truly.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to hear you got this. Here, all of us here at the Feeling Unstoppable, we're cheering for you.
Thank you.
Any words of encouragement for people that are trying to start their fitness journey? Like you were saying, like it was very challenging for you, but at last we're here, we're doing it. Any words of encouragement?
Just don't give up, because truly, and I know it sounds so cliche, but like if you give up, you could always start again, which is great, but just stay as motivated as possible. Just think about the end journey and what you truly want, because nothing can stop you. If you're gonna do this, you gotta keep going. So don't give up. Truly,
consistency is key. It's okay really if you slip up, but consistency is key as fuck.
Yeah, literally, it's very true. But yeah.
Any last things you want to say for today?
I'm really grateful that I got to be here.
I know.
My first podcast.
Wait, I have to ask you the most important question that I ask most of my guests. Tequila or vodka?
Vodka.
Why? Actually, well, fine, go.
For me, like, truly, I only drink vodka.
Okay.
I can't do rum. I can't do tequila. Ugh. Gross, but vodka all the way, like everything. Yeah. Of the beach getaway or a winter lodge? Oh, a winter lodge. I've been living in Florida my whole life. I want this
really?
to know. Oh my gosh.
I do want to have like a winter lodge getaway but I just can't do the cold.
I feel that.
I'll muster through, but I get what you're saying.
I just like living in Florida my whole life. I can't. Like I love the beach. I live 5 minutes from the beach. I can't take it for granted, but I would love some snow, like, you know.
Gotcha.
I can handle the cold weather for like a week. Yeah, nice.
She is kind, she is sweet, she is beautiful, she is a vodka girl. Thank you again so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Any last things you want to say to the people on Feeling Unstoppable podcast?
Definitely check me out. You can find me at username Nicolette.Valenti, and I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything. So check me out.
And with that being said, that is the end of today's podcast. Make sure to check out all of our episodes on Spotify. There's also some episodes on YouTube out. I will be posting a lot more. Don't worry, guys. I owe you guys a podcast explaining my absence. But thank you again to Nicolette. And make sure to stay tuned for upcoming Mondays, because there's going to be a lot more guests coming to you guys. So with that being said, peace the fuck out, guys. I'll see you next Monday.